Just over 3 years ago, Pokemon released what would become one of the most popular sets of all time, which is of course Hidden Fates. This set is full of so many amazing cards, and at the peak of 2021, these cards in PSA 10 condition were going for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But since then, prices have come down so much as more and more people have been getting their cards back, and as I think everyone knows, older products become harder and harder to make money off of when you're actually opening the product because the supply of the sealed product becomes so low that it becomes so expensive. So today, we're gonna see if we can actually come out in the green after opening one of these ETBs. This ETB is currently going for over $150, which is over 3 times its original price. But let's see if that price is justified and if it's worth opening. First, I think we should state the obvious, which is that this is a very, very beautiful box. The art on this is just amazing. It is also pretty dusty. I bought this several years ago now, which is crazy to think that that much time has already passed. At the same time, it feels like a lifetime has passed since this box came out, but also no time at all. But obviously, 3 years have passed since this came out, but it's been a very long time since I've opened one of these. So today I actually did come prepared for once with card savers and sleeves. So let's not waste any time and get right into this box. It's honestly pretty hard for me to crack into this because I don't own that many of these. But, you know, for the sake of science, we are going to be opening this today. Well, we have taken off this wrapping, so I guess there is no going back now because we have taken it off and the box feels so nice and actually looks a million times better without the plastic wrap creating that glare on it. This is going to be a really, really fun box to open. The texture of the ETB itself is really amazing. If you guys haven't opened one of these before, and you know, maybe you do have one sitting around, I do recommend it just for the fun element of it because it is such a cool product. Obviously, it's gonna come with the standard things that ETBs usually have, but we don't really care about that, honestly. The ETB box for this is really, really nice. It's obviously texturized on it. It's kind of hard to see it on camera, but from this angle, you can see a lot better that it has a really, really beautiful texture on it. And you can see the same design is reflected on the ETB, so I'll definitely be using this because I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, about half the time, most of my collection is sitting in top loaders in ETBs, entirely unsorted and very, very chaotic. So we have our ETB contents right here. Obviously, you know, we have the super high value add here of these energies. So we have a pack of those. We also have these sleeves. Now these actually go for a little bit of money. That can be said for a lot of the products in here. And so the reason that I wanted to open this in particular is actually because the contents of the box are worth more opened than the box is sealed, which is very unusual. That is not common whatsoever. So to break it down a little bit more, the box costs about $150 right now. However, all of the packs in the box, just the packs, go for about $16 a piece, and there are of course 10 in this box because it is a special ETB. You can see that we have our dice. There's actually a GX marker here, which is funny because now we're getting V-Star markers and everything. So times really do change and the Pokemon company really is constantly evolving, which is nice to see. So we have our dice here. Pretty standard stuff. All of these are worth like a few bucks here and there, but that's not really gonna be the bulk of the value in here. The bulk is gonna be coming from these 10 packs right here, which have absolutely gorgeous art. It's been so long since I have opened one of these or held these packs with the intent of opening them, so I'm very, very excited for that. But the value of these at $16 times 10 does add up to $160. So we've already made up the value of the ETB just from the packs, but we also have this promo right here, which is one of the best English promos ever printed in my opinion, but that's also not really a hot take. I think a lot of people think that. This is such a unique promo card. It's never been done before and it hasn't been done since. I hope we actually get to see more stained glass cards like this. I do believe that, you know, maybe 10 years from now, 5 years even, they're gonna continue making throwbacks to Hidden Fates and sets like this because they are so popular. But this promo just in and of itself is worth $10 to $12 and that's raw. So the value of the box really, if you're only including the card value, is already $170. Maybe we can add an extra $10 for all the other contents and of course the ETB container, which is very nice in and of itself. But that's not really what we're here for today, so we're not actually gonna factor that into the, you know, calculations today. But we are gonna open up this promo. Oh, it pains me. Whenever I get promos like this, I never actually wanna open them or take them out. but this card is absolutely gorgeous. It has a really nice texture on it. It's actually not like excessively shiny. It's a really nice like matte color, kind of like how stained glass would be. It's not like excessively shiny, but the centering on it isn't amazing. The back, I would say, is probably worse than the front. On the front, you can see that this side is a little bit thicker than this side, and of course the top is a little bit thicker there, but I'll probably just be keeping this in my binder. It's a really cool card either way, so like I can't complain. So we're gonna put that in the back for now, and let's get started with the very first pack of Hidden Fates. It's been so long, I can't even remember the card trick for this. I think it might be 3 from the back, but I just really wanted to open this because I think there is a chance of actually breaking even on this box because there are so many desirable cards that you can pull in it. For example, the Charizard is an obvious one, but you also have cards like the Umbreon. There's also a Mewtwo. There are many other cards in this set that are going to be desirable. So let's just get started with the first pack, and we're going to talk a little bit more about how we would calculate the value of the box after we open it. Obviously, there's a lot of bulk in here. Oh my god, okay. So on the first pack, the pull rates of this set are really good, clearly, because we already got a full art shiny, and apparently the card trick is far more than 3 from the back. It's 5 from the back, which is really interesting. But we have our first pull right here. This one we're not going to immediately put into a sleeve because it's not like the best, but that just goes to show that the pull rates for this set are really, really good. Now, obviously, I'm going to be showing you guys the value of every single thing that we pull in this ETB, but we are already off to a pretty solid start, I would say, for that having been our first pack. All right, let's move on to the next pack. As I said, I think that it is possible to make your money back on this set because these cards are obviously very, very easy to pull, and also the value does go up when you grade them, and they're fairly easy to grade, I would say, especially if you are opening them pack fresh. And as I alluded to earlier, the value of these cards graded has gone down so much because, you know, everyone was grading every single card in 2020, and that goes probably the most for this set because it was such a highly sought after set. These cards were accessible to most people because, one, you could still get product fairly readily. That even goes for now, especially because it was reprinted way back in 2021, and they actually printed a pretty solid amount of it, which really tanked the price for a while, but it has gone back up to that $150 mark, which is about what it was beforehand. So we've pulled the Holo Eevee from the set. This is a pretty cute card. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what the value of this card is, but it is very, very pretty. I love this kind of wavy holo pattern they have in the background where it's not super texturized. I think it just looks really, really nice. But as I said, so these were some of the most graded cards. Because they were so affordable, you would submit them in the bulk tier, which means a lot of people are getting those back now, and more are going to continue to be graded because people can justify the cost again. Now that the prices for PSA grading have come down so much, I actually had most of the cards in this set, a lot of the full art shinies, before a couple weeks ago when I went to Denver for Collecticon, but I actually sold almost all of them there, and it was people who wanted to grade the cards. Even though the prices have gone down a lot, the upside potential is still really good, and also they're just really nice cards to have in your collection. This one is not a Pokemon I would ever personally really want to have, but I still really like the way that card in particular looks, and I would still want it in my collection. This is a set a lot of people want master sets of, and so much product for this set is opened, particularly because, of course, there is that Charizard chase card in this set, which is worth hundreds of dollars. So I can see why people are so incentivized to open this set. And again, it's just a really, really cool set. And at oh, okay. I think we do have something at the back of this one, but at $16, okay. So we have a baby shiny here. This is another part of what makes this set so great because, of course, in the reverse holo slot, you can pull a baby shiny, which is really nice. So you have the potential to pull 2 cards in one pack, which is really nice to see. Obviously, I don't think we've got any of the crazy big hitters from this set yet, but you can see out of how many packs have we opened so far? We've actually opened 5 already, but out of 5 packs, we did get 4 pulls, which is really, really nice. And there's just such a variety of cards that you can get in this set, which is another reason why I really like it. But I think the only way that you could feasibly profit off of this set is if you're grading the cards, because otherwise, most likely, you're not going to be able to justify these $16 a pack. But even if a lot of these cards maybe are worth around $100 graded, a lot of them are probably going to be around $80 to $100 graded. It's still pretty easy to make a profit off of that when grading is costing you $15 per pack. And I think I've said this before on my channel a lot, but like, I'm not a huge fan of grading cards. So this is really more of a thought experiment, and also to show people whether or not this is possible. Obviously, this is a sample size of 1, which is not a good sample size, but a lot of people aren't going to be opening large enough amounts of these products to be seeing really how the statistics of that actually work out. So I think maybe having a one-off opening isn't actually that bad, because it's kind of similar to what most people would be doing. Personally, I only have 2 of these left sealed after this one, and I don't think I'm going to be opening those ones just because I do like to have sealed product for my collection. So nothing in that pack either. I'm hoping that we can get, you know, one of the evolutions, because I really love the Sylveon from this set. I think it is just such a gorgeous card, and I really want it. So I'm hoping that we can at least pull something like that. We have 3 packs left, which isn't terrible, but we definitely have not made back the $160 or $150 maybe of value that this originally had. So these last 3 packs really need to come through. Hopefully we can get something good. I would take a couple baby shinies, you know, would be really nice right about now. But we got another holo. This one is again Misty's Water Command. We've already pulled this one, but we're down to our final 2 packs. You know, we have the Charizard here. So like, maybe, you know, we're gonna pull the Charizard in this pack. I really believe in us, but you know, we started off really strong in that first pack. So I don't know if we used up all of our luck in that, but I typically don't get super good pulls. But you know, maybe we can change that. Maybe we can change that today. So let's see, we have 2 packs left to make all of our money back. I would say right now we probably have, what, those cards raw, probably worth about $20 combined. Okay. Okay, so we got a pretty good card here. So we have one of the gold rares. This is the Tapu Koko GX. So I think my complaining really did turn things around. As you can see, this is actually an alternate art. And this card is really beautiful. I love these gold cards. Let's just check out the back. Now the back looks pretty clean aside from maybe one spot of whitening right there, but this card definitely helped us make some of the value back on this box. I don't think these are still as popular as the shinies, but it is still one of the harder cards to pull in the set. And for people who want to master set this set, which is a lot of people, that's going to be something that they still need to have. So pretty glad that we were able to pull that out of the box. But this is our final pack, so let's see if we can get anything good out of the last pack. All right, here we go. And you know, it's all riding on this. Also, you know, if anyone would like to guess why I'm opening this today instead of the Charizard UPC, I'm gonna give you a moment to think about it while we go through our last pack. We didn't get anything. You know, maybe it's just because I don't want to be like the other PokeTubers. Maybe it's because I want to be different. Or maybe it's because I had them all stolen, which is really disappointing because they were stolen before I could pick up my package. So basically I'm opening this as a sort of consolation, but it was still really fun to open. Definitely did not get as insane of hits as I've seen a lot of people get. We only got 1 baby shiny, which really is not that good. And I can tell you for a fact right now that we did not make up the value of the box. But if you guys like this video, consider subscribing to my channel. And also let me know if you want to see me open this box next. So this is a $350 box from Shining Legends. This one is going to be way harder to make the money back on, even though it has some good promos in it because the pull rates aren't that good and the packs are a lot more expensive. But if you guys like this video and you want me to, I will open this on camera. So thank you guys so much for watching. In particular, thank you to Chris, Corey, Jake, Edge, and even Michael. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time.